Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Falcon TV. It's January 18th, and we're going to go a little old school first. We ask everybody to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We appreciate you tuning in to our show, whether you're at home or in school. And if you want to know more about what's going on, see us on YouTube, Twitter, or on our website. Visit one or all of our sites for exciting new videos and photos from Falcon TV and the Film Institute. All right, let's go over to Mr. Thomas, who's got the scoop on what's happening across the country.
What's going on, Oakcrest? We have got a lot of national news coming up here, and first we're going to start out with a little NASCAR. 2 former NASCAR vehicles will be available at the Mecum Collector Car Auction later this month at Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, that's in Florida, on Friday, January 28th. A 2002 Chevy Monte Carlo Shell Pennzoil car is going to go up for bid, with all proceeds benefiting the nonprofit Cook and Old Village Schools in Northville, Michigan, which focus on programs for special needs students. The custom Richard Childress NASCAR number 29 car was raced by Daytona 500 champion Kevin Harvick at Atlanta and tested at Indianapolis, Charlotte, and Michigan.
In food news, strained by rising demand and battered by bad weather, the global food supply chain is stretched to the limit. And for those studying history and social economies, this might be something very interesting, because it's sending prices soaring and sparking concerns about a repeat of food riots seen 3 years ago. Signs of the strain can be found from Australia to Argentina, Canada to Russia. So basically, it's a global pandemic that's finding problems with food shortages. Just last week, Tunisia's president ordered prices on food staples slashed and indicated he won't run for re-election after deadly riots hit the North African country. The UN's fear is that the latest run-up in food prices could spark a repeat of the deadly food riots that broke out in 2008 in Haiti, Kenya, and Somalia. That price strike was relatively short-lived, but a Bayesian said the latest surge in foodstuffs may be more sustained. And if anyone knows their history from World War II, just look at what happened to Germany during that time.
Interesting stuff. It's amazing how everything comes full circle.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to end off today in national news with a little sports. Yeah. Heisman Trophy winner Cam Newton, well, he's going to skip his senior season and he's going right for the NFL. Yep, he's going to enter the draft after leading Auburn, that was just recently, to a national championship and drawing nearly as much attention for his pay-for-play scandal as for his dynamic performances. The Knicks in the NBA, Amari Stoudemire and Chicago's Derrick Rose have surged into position to start in the NBA All-Star Game through the 4th return of fan voting. Well, that's our sports news and the rest of our news from around the country. And let's take a look at what's going on over at Oakcrest.
Okay, well, for the clubs and organizations here at Oakcrest, there is a Social Studies Club meeting on Thursday, January 20th, after school till 3:30 in room 231. Any member who cannot attend, please see Mr. Dunn in 231 or Ms. Foreman in 115 in advance. Anyone interested in joining is always welcome to attend.
All right, next up, we've got the ASL Club, or the American Sign Language Club. They're a new club that's meeting here at Oakcrest, and they're here to recognize the hearing impaired and sign language community. They're going to be meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays in room 406. And this Thursday, the 20th, they're going to be holding a meeting. That's you need to see Ms. Core for more information about the club.
I like that. That's a cool idea for a club. A chance to learn second language. So it's very neat.
There's another new club coming.
There is. For more new clubs here at Oakcrest, the Asian Awareness Organization will also be meeting on January 20th, a new club. during the activity period in the library. The club is meeting to embrace Asian culture and to experience delicious Asian food and to try different activities.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of cultural things going on here at school.
There's even another one coming up, believe it or not.
Yes.
Yep, the Italian Club. They're hosting an Italian movie day on Tuesday the 17th. That's actually today.
Ah.
Yep, they're going to be watching a movie called Il Postino, or The Postman. It's $5 to go, and you get a pizza and a drink for that price. And however, you need to know there are no activity buses today, so you need to find your own ride home.
And that's today, so be aware of that. But a nice opportunity.
Definitely.
Let's take a look at what's happening at Weird and Wacky News.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
I know.
We've got a doozy today.
This
let me
is
tell
something.
You. And if you're a little queasy when it comes to some things, you might want to tune out on this one.
This is actually a sad story.
It's sad, but also weird.
Yeah, and wacky.
In Green Valley, this is in Missouri, we're going to head to. Police said a pet ferret bit several fingers off the hands of a 4-month-old boy. Officers said they were called to a home in the 200 block of Young Street at about 2:30 a.m. Investigators said that the boy had severe damage to his hands from the pet. The family ferret had actually gotten into where the baby was asleep and began to take off the fingers of the child. Unfortunately, because of the unexpected attack, the child's father had to put the ferret down after discovering what had actually happened. After everything was said and done, the young boy ended up with 7 fingers lost and just 3 remaining, which were his thumbs and a pinky.
That is not a very happy story. You know, and people might say, well, why didn't the baby do anything? But he's a baby. He couldn't do very much. That's when the father finally came in. And believe it or not, there is a Kansas City ferret hotline. A ferret rescue and care group said ferrets are not recommended in homes with babies. Ferrets are domesticated, but their play can be rough. The Green Valley Police Department and the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office said they're investigating the case. That's our Weird and Wacky News update for today, and that was pretty weird and wacky news.
My question is, if they need a hotline for ferret situations, wouldn't somebody want to not buy ferrets for a pet?
Yeah, especially when you have babies. Even dogs can be a problem depending on the type of dog, because they are territorial, so be aware of that.
And don't let ferrets into your baby's crib.
As you all know, Mr. Oakrest is coming up. This is just an announcement to any senior girls who would like to sing at Mr. Oakrest on stage at the end of the show. If you are interested, you can sign up in room 229.
Well, let's move on. We're going to get in a little entertainment right now.
Yes.
Well, we've got a story about a wrestler.
We do.
Making his return to the small screen.
Oh, okay.
But pretty famous here around Oakrest, believe it or not.
Yes.
Olympic gold medal winning Greco-Roman wrestler Rulon Gardner. He's currently on the 11th season of the NBC reality show The Biggest Loser. Gardner is 39. He's on the show this year, and he's competing to lose the greatest percentage of body weight over the course of the season. Gardner is currently 474 pounds and is trying to get back under 300, which, believe it or not, was his prime wrestling weight.
Wow, so that's a bit, yeah.
That's a lot to lose.
But because the show hasn't ended yet, Gardner can't say how much weight he's lost so far and doesn't talk about how much he wants to lose. But just as he did in Sydney, he set his sights high and is doing it to extend his life. Gardner came to Oakrest High School in 2006 to speak to students and staff as part of the Oaklympic celebration, where he shared his Olympic stories with the entire school. And that was your entertainment update for Tuesday. Now let's go back over to Mr. Thomas with some more news.
You know, it's interesting. A lot to lose, but a whole lot more to gain.
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
Well, getting to the end of the show here,
All
Mr.
right.
Lockwood. Yeah, if you want to get any extra information you might have missed, if you want to check out any new videos, we got a bunch from the Film Institute that are brand new on our website. Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, and also you can email us with any questions or story ideas you might have at talonproductions@yahoo.com.
And remember, midterms are in 1 week, so be ready for them. We start off with periods 1 and 2 first on Tuesday, next week the 25th. So be prepared and start studying.
Yeah, and if you're in media, make sure you get your midterm project completed.
Yes.
Just a little shout out to
Well,
the class
studying
there.
early is always a good thing.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching
Yep.
today.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you back here.
Play that.